Breaking today. Anthropic just cut off OpenClaw from Claude subscriptions. A $200 plan secretly worth $5,000 in compute. The creator already works at OpenAI, and he tried to stop this. Which AI providers can you actually build on? Let's find out. Today, Anthropic made it official. Boris Cherny, head of Claude Code, posted on X. Our subscriptions were not built for the usage patterns of these third-party tools. Starting right now, your Claude Pro or Max subscription no longer covers OpenClaw, or any third-party agent that connects to Claude. You want to keep using OpenClaw with Claude? Pay per token. API rates. Anthropic is offering a one-time credit equal to your monthly plan price, redeemable by April 17th, and discounts up to 30% on extra usage bundles. But make no mistake, the flat rate era for third-party tools is over. This has been building for months, and the backstory explains everything. OpenClaw was built by Peter Steinberger, an Austrian developer who spent 13 years building PSPDFKit, a PDF framework used by Autodesk, Dropbox, and SAP. In November 2025, he published a side project, just a WhatsApp relay for Claude. 60 days later, it had 335,000 GitHub stars. That beat React's 10-year record. It became the fastest growing open source project in GitHub history. 2 million monthly active users, 13,000 community built skills, and almost all of them ran on Claude subscriptions. That was the problem. Here is how it worked. Normally, your Claude subscription gives you an OAuth token. That token talks to Anthropic servers through Claude Code, their official terminal tool. OpenClaw grabbed that same OAuth token and spoofed the HTTP headers to look like Claude Code. Anthropic's servers could not tell the difference. Same tokens, same models. But instead of one developer typing in a terminal, you had an autonomous agent running overnight loops, burning through compute at industrial scale. A $200 Max subscription was generating $1,000 to $5,000 in equivalent API costs. Every month. Multiply that across tens of thousands of instances, and Anthropic was subsidizing millions in compute they never priced for. This was not a bug. It was an economic time bomb. The crackdown started in January. On January 9th, 2026, Anthropic silently deployed a server-side block. No email, no blog post, just a wall of forward 3 errors. OpenClaw, OpenCode, Cline, Cursor, all dead overnight. Then Google followed, February 11th. Developers paying $250 a month for AI Ultra woke up to disabled accounts. No warning, no appeal. On Hacker News, the discussion hit around 600 points. DHH called it very customer hostile. George Hotz published, Anthropic is making a huge mistake. But through all of this, Anthropic's own Claude Code still worked. Same tokens, same autonomous loops, same overnight execution. Their tools? Fine. Your tools? Banned. Today's announcement makes it permanent. Here is the part most people do not know. Peter Steinberger, the creator of OpenClaw, has been at OpenAI since February. Sam Altman hired him to lead personal agents. But when Anthropic announced today's cutoff, Steinberger and investor Dave Morin actually tried to talk them out of it. They negotiated directly with Anthropic. The best they managed was delaying the enforcement by 1 week. Steinberger also fired back publicly. He accused Anthropic of absorbing popular features from OpenClaw into their own closed tools and then shutting out the open source alternatives. Meanwhile, OpenAI has done the exact opposite. They endorsed third-party tools. They partnered with OpenCode and Cline. They gave open source maintainers free ChatGPT Pro access. Anthropic closed the door. The creator was already on the other side. Wait, 91% of solo AI builders quit within 3 months. But not this group. Over 1,000 builders. Daily hangouts where you debug together. Weekly workshops that actually level you up. A full Agentic coding course. 72 lessons, 12 modules. From zero to shipping multi-agent systems. People share projects, brainstorm ideas, help each other in real time. This is where AI builders actually make it. Link in description, 10% off. Join us. Back to the video now. On X, the reaction was immediate. Chinese developer communities posted, someone bans OpenClaw, someone else opens support. Others simply replied, this is the way, under every migration guide. And one question kept surfacing everywhere. Which local model is actually equivalent to Sonnet? That question alone tells you where the ecosystem is heading. On Hacker News today, over 500 comments. The top framing: this is the AI equivalent of choosing Oracle over Postgres. Another commenter put it simply: capacity is a resource they manage thoughtfully, as long as it flows through their tools. The sentiment breakdown is roughly a third frustrated, a third defending Anthropic's economics, and a third already migrating. So if you are affected, what are your actual options? OpenAI's Codex explicitly supports third-party tools. No ban, no restrictions. That is the most direct replacement. For cheaper alternatives, one developer published a guide replacing a $200 a month Claude Max setup with Kimi K2.5 for $15 a month. 92% cheaper. Same workflows. DeepSeek, Mistral, Grok. None of them took any action against third-party tools. Their API-only pricing means there is nothing to arbitrage in the first place. And a growing number of developers are going fully local. Ollama lets you run models like Qwen, DeepSeek and Llama right on your own machine. No subscription, no terms of service, no vendor who can pull the plug on a Tuesday. Pair it with OpenClaw or any open source harness and you have a setup that nobody can take away from you. The ban did not kill Agentic AI, it scattered the ecosystem. Step back from the drama and a pattern emerges. This is not new. Cory Doctorow has a word for it. Enshittification. Stage 1. Attract users with generous pricing and open access. Stage 2. Extract value from the platform's dominance. Stage 3. Restrict access to protect margins. Netflix did it with password sharing. Apple did it with the 30% App Store cut. And now Anthropic is doing it with OAuth tokens. The lesson is not that Anthropic was wrong. The math genuinely did not work. A $200 subscription burning $5,000 in compute is charity, not a business. The lesson is that building your entire workflow on a single closed source provider is a bet. And today, a lot of developers just lost that bet. 3 things you should do differently. First, treat AI providers like databases, never single vendor. Second, the open source model gap has closed to 0.3 mmLU points. Running your own inference is now viable. Third, assume this will happen again, because it will. Every platform eventually restricts what made it popular. The ban was a lesson, and that lesson is worth more than any subscription. If you are building on any AI provider, today's news matters for your workflow. Subscribe for more breakdowns on the AI tools and policies that actually affect developers. Was Anthropic right to cut off OpenClaw, or did they just hand the future to OpenAI? Drop your take below, and I will see you in the next one.